It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Geno Smith. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Packers and the Bears, just ahead on EA Sports.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a seventh-year pro and a literal rocket scientist. Here's Joshua Dobbs.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to use his legs here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. It's Smith. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw Downs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First down, here's White. Gets around him. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Dobbs to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Akakwo. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. You look at this Bears defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now it's Smith. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Chicago offense set to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Dobbs. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken in at the 22. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because
and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Unfortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. Well, it's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground, and they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll get 4. They're out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And he is caught. That's a Packers touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. On second down, they'll run with White. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented him from maybe going all the way.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They run straight ahead here with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A officially it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Gets the check down throw to White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. On the carry, it's Chestnut. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. In motion, that's Tolbert. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And to be frank, Charles, maybe they just got a little too cute there.
Not just a little too cute, but maybe a bit overconfident. It almost felt like they could dial up anything there and it would work. And they were going for a big hitter on that play, because you don't call that just to pick up short yardage. You're trying to take that one to the house.
They dug deep in the playbook. Probably wish they had not. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
The problem with the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danico Autry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The drive starts with a run by White. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. run here with Chestnut. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now.
Presley Harvin in punt formation.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and a yard. Smith now to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Smith throwing again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Geno now to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd down, Dobbs. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Short throw to Disley. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. That's into the hands of Tolbert. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. And the Bears' 1st down.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Dobbs. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime.
Sharp in the 1st half. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the 2nd half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Read option, this is White. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Dobbs is throwing. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Chart the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Dobbs. He completes it right side of White. So no gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And Smith's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Gino. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Short throw to Disley. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Dobbs This is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Kayvon Thibodeau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now what a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Throwing now is Geno. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25.
The chart goes in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down of what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Dobbs. On the slant, this is Chark. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On a handoff, it's White. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Dobbs. He's got White here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Packers. Cedric Tillman. 79 yards. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's That's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, Dobbs over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Dobbs. That's caught. Allen Robinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Chicago.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle, and they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Geno down to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Bears on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. On first down, Downs to throw. Short throw to Disley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Now the offense moving quickly to the line. Downs now on 2nd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of a cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get 2 of 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's 3rd and 1.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral it quickly defensively.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Green Bay, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.